Welcome into Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler, and today we are continuing our run in Millennia. I have played a little bit, a lot, um, in a personal file, and so gotten into age 4, and staying. I have found two opponents in that one. One that I'm staying equal to or relatively ahead of, and one that I'm ever so slightly behind. So I think that I will eventually be able to play on the default difficulty, no problem. So that's good. But yeah, it is throwing some curveballs I wasn't necessarily expecting it to throw. So this is quite the intriguing little game here, I think. I'm also not entirely sure I remember how to get that. That's Scout, Settler. I don't want to do a Settler. So I am not yet to the point where I can get it. Yeah, I gotta get mining. Not sure I want to get mining. I want to get the other, but we'll see. So we are here. We're gonna end the turn. And what do we have here? We have a scout, and we have a few other scouts. I anticipate that we were trying to get these together. I think we've found the south edge of the world. Maybe not southwest. So you can see there that China does have a vassal. This was a group I was trying to get for sure, because I want the elephants for my power here. I can raise a tribal army. Okay, this is all done. By the way, I did find what the revolution, how to change my government. Did find that. I'm not overly good at capturing these before the third age at least. So for the most part, I'm leaving that where it is. I want to say I was likely trying to get these together, but you're probably dead unless I regroup you. Which I don't want to do because I want to get some exploration points, but we'll see. I can sacrifice the one if need be. I did not need to. Excellent. So we can combine those together on our next turn. We have a barbarian group here. Can I not have Lodi? I want the army. In here. So this right here, this little symbol here, says we're under siege. So it does reduce our regional efficiency, everything that is going on there. But also we have militia defenders in the city, and those are going to slowly be damaged by the sieging. And that also works for enemy capitals as well. That was not a barbarian. But they've decided to attack. So yeah, you can see the militia here out in front, and then our regular line armies, the range that goes first as well against him. Looks like all of our units are going to attack before he does. And he's attacking the wall that just got completed this turn. And that does him in. So that is where that was. So now what is that symbol? So the palisade walls are repairing, I think is what that symbol is. So now we're going to bring him back over to Lodi so that if this guy attacks the city, that city would also have some militia defenders, but not a ton. So it's kind of important here. The lookout also... the lookout gives us an exploration experience every turn. That is good, but it provides a defensive unit, which is a lookout. So we're going to definitely get the lookout here. I need to get some more production in my town. I do have 12 improvement points. Do I have an extra worker? I have one in the forest and one in the grassland. So let's see what we can get. If I were to put this here, will give me some more wealth and some more food. The forester's already done. We do have another forest bit. That would give me production. That's kind of what I'm looking for, but I'd have to take... I guess I've already got one in the forest, so it probably would be okay. The other thing to do is to look at the woodwork. We can take that log that the forester that we already have is producing, and we can make it lumber. So that would double the production as well as give us an engineering XP, but it takes 17 points. If we had a clay pit, the clay pit produces clay, which is production and improvement points. And then we could turn that in the kiln into 2 production and 2 improvement points, which is another excellent, excellent thing to have. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think we need to do the dwelling, because we now have a need for housing, because we've gotten up to level 6. So I think that that's what we need to do. But I would like to do it on a land that can't be that much else. You notice this can be the clay pit. This cannot. This scrub land. So we're going to put the dwelling here. And that'll put us here, and we'll be able to grow a little bit faster because our needs are met, which is excellent. And I don't believe the dwelling can produce wealth if we need it, but we do not need that. The dwelling produces the housing without a worker. And that's kind of an important thing to note. So we'll just put this guy over here on the hunting camp. Instead, actually, 1 meat is worth how much? 1 meat is worth 3 food. Okay, so grassland's worth 2 foods. So, yeah. We want you to be there. So that's where we are at. Now, let's see. This is here. Yeah, China attacked me. We took them out. If you hover over this, it can do the combat prediction, and that is predicting light damage to both. But if we attack here, because they have the walls, we would take medium damage and deal light damage. The scout cavalry, definitely not the one you want attacking that area. But I'm going to put this here and see if they'll attack me with some olives. They did not. But the barbarian did attack into the city here, which is exactly what I was hoping for. You see, we have 2 militia here. We had 4 in the city, in our capital city. So that's good. And if we zoom, I hate that we have to zoom in because the wheat palisade walls are slowly getting more present. So this unit is not strong enough to capture Erdene. I don't think it's strong enough to take these guys out either. Which is somewhat frustrating here. I should have gone there. Oh, there is an undo button. I could have used the undo button right there and undid it. Oh well. China got the thing. There's another one. I should be able to get that one before China does. And we have completed our research on belief, which I think I pretty much only wanted for the temple. Because I don't currently have any wool, cotton, or flax to create cloth. And we don't yet have any grapes to produce to wine. We will get one, though. So that's nice, but I definitely want the temple. So I want a miner, I think, to get the pioneer. The pioneer can build an outpost, and the outpost, I think, can help me get those elephants without the city getting over there. I'm a little bit concerned because it's 2 more turns, and I really want to get into the Age of Heroes before someone else moves, but we shall see, I guess. Ugh. Alright, so here... it's not showing me what that combat would be. They're going to try to get to Lodi. They might attack Lodi here this turn. Wow, that's a lot of barbarians. Well, I have to attack this one because I want to get the thing. I want to get this Mysterious Village 20 exploration experience. That's what we wanted to see for sure. This lets us pick something from the Wild Hunters, but this is what I want. Here is this 40. So as much as I would like to upgrade my archers to bow hunters, right now we're going to just focus on getting to this. And the meat, we also have that. Those are the things that I want. We're going to end the turn. I expect an attack. We got an attack from many different places. And Lodi, did Lodi survive is the question here. Barely. But I can get my army in here and that'll dissuade and or survive another attack into Lodi. I have 39 here. So we can spawn a settler. But to be honest, I don't know where I would set a settler. So I don't really want one. Maybe up here by the Grand Canyon area? That's not a bad spot, but it's a ways away. I guess we could set a mining village up right here. Yeah, if we set one right here, that would be a mining... great mining place. But it's going to be so close to... I want this one. Jardine here. It's going to be real close. If we set it up here, though, we could get food to grow, and then we'd still have some mining possibilities, but not a ton. I'm really not inclined to spawn a settler yet. So I'm not going to yet. Alright, what's left of my crew here? The second one was from barbarians. It's just barbarians. The Chinese didn't attack. That's good, I guess. Alright. So they did here in our unit. The warband here just got a star, a veteran thing, so I could promote it to a leader. And I think I'm going to do that. Because that will increase it for now, but it will make it a little bit weaker later. Because it will not be able to be upgraded to the next age. So we'll see. I want that temple. I want the work camp too. That's why I need some production. But we'll see. Alright, so I don't think the desert provides any Ooh, the desert forage here. So here we can see the amount of influence I need Taco Bowler to expand into to get to the desert. That gives me a production just from being a part of the territory. That's good. Good stuff. But it doesn't provide any defensive bonuses, so we're just going to hang out right here. Culture! I don't think I can create town yet. We cannot. So I will do a Eureka. I don't think it's the first time I've done it this age, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we can get to the Age of Heroes somewhat quickly. Cardiff. Interesting that it picked that name. Not just random names. Again, this is supposed to be, I think, American town names. They have Lodi, and I've never heard of anything like that, so who knows. Kind of just hang on there. Alright, we can get a spear unit. We can have 20 warfare, or we can add 5 chaos and get 30 warfare. I'm not overly interested in getting chaos, so we spawn a spear unit, and I think they would become part of this army, which I don't really want. And I don't think I could get them home, so I'm just going to do warfare experience and call it a day. We'll just kind of keep going up here. See what we have. An innovation event has happened. Seasoning. The hunters from the League of Average Gaming have started imbuing their meats with spices to enhance the taste. This gives me a bonus of 1 culture from meat goods. Yes, please. And our research of mining is complete. And so now I can research the Age of Heroes, which I would like to do, please. Okay, I cannot just spawn a pioneer, but we have one right here. He can build an outpost, so I'm just going to move him right over here so they can build an outpost right here. Actually, is it worth it to get the fish? Not sure that it is. Alright, so we're going to move right up here, right next to this little peaceful camp. And continue to explore our little continent here. Right now we have only China that we've seen, which is quite interesting. Yeah, I think it's worth it to spend the 1 extra turn, because you can't summon a or create an outpost if you have already moved in that turn. But I think it's worth it to try and get that fish too, because otherwise we'll have pretty much nothing, but maybe a little bit of food from the outpost. Lost Archers. We can spawn an archer or get 20 warfare, and again, the same problem we had last time. That is a huge mountain. Yeah, the same problem we had last time is that they won't be... they'll be up here with this unit. They won't be able to get home, so I don't want that. I guess we'll end our turn. So now we will create an outpost. An outpost, which is called Outpost here, is supposed to get these resources and send them back to there, and we can upgrade the areas, which with a trade post. So it's not going to get us the hunting camp. Right? We don't have the ivory. We do not. So can I only build that? I cannot build a hunting camp. Well, that's terrible. Okay. Well then. I guess we'll just sit tight with that. I guess maybe we'd have to spawn this settlement. I don't want to. Let's get this, though. We can get improvement points now from our bone goods. And so that will give us some improvement points each turn from these two. Although, looks like I don't have a hunting camp on here, so I need to create one. And that sets us up well. In fact, I think we might have too many people, not enough influence. I'm wondering why we're not expanding better. Eh, well. Alright. And I do think we'll just kind of go around here. Also kind of wondering, is it time to build another army? Not yet, I don't think. I don't think. We will need to go back and grab officials at some point. For sure. Need to do that. China's going to have an opportunity to get that thing before I do. But instead they attacked. The fools. The river dam. A small village has built a dam on the neck of a river, forming a reservoir. I can get engineering XP or warfare XP. I'll go ahead and get some engineering XP. What can I do with that? I can get more improvement points out of that. And spawn a pioneer. That's where you would be able to do that. We can expand to... That's a big one. Expand to town is a huge one. Still have not run into another real, actual country. We're slowly falling behind China, not too badly. But part of it is just not being able to expand. The City of London. And these other tiles, I'm not sure why influence is not growing kind of on its own. I don't actually know that mechanic well enough. But we can culture and increase the innovation. Okay. All resources generated in a region are increased for 5 turns. Yeah, I think we're just going to raise an army. And that army has an archer and a warband, which means we can put a warband on it. And we can call that good. Now I have 2 armies. And that might be enough to go and maybe not wait for the envoy. I'll go get my my person here. Kind of just wanting to see the coastline, make sure we have the entire coastline, know what we are dealing with. Really? More of these bands of bandits. Need 2 more turns on the tribal army, okay. Hello. An artifact. 10 knowledge. Or 10 culture knowledge. This appears to be, from what I can tell in the other game, this indicates the edge of the map. This kind of Antarctica reminding me thing. That would indicate the edge of the map. You'll notice that's not over... I guess it kind of is over here. So this is the northern border. This is the southern border. I'll take that. Yeah, we have 2 of these China has now. Uncool. And we have gotten the achievement Age of Heroes. We have taken the timeline into the Age of Heroes. A hero unit has spawned in our homeland. We can send them to explore new quest landmarks for unique rewards and veterancy levels. Veterancy levels on the heroes to complete more difficult quests. Complete 4 quests to unlock the Parthenon building. And more importantly, new governments are unlocked. So here is our hero unit. And I'm going to put him with a little bit of a protector here. And let the 12th Army go. So what we're looking for are things like the prophecy here. Golden Fleece is a level 2. A monster is down here. So that's the kind of thing that we are looking to send the hero to. And then he can do a quest when he is around there. I think it's important to note that the desert doesn't give protection. So we can do a new form of government. We can peacefully revolt through a culture power, or we can violently revolt as a chaos event immediately with the government here. I've not done a violent revolution. I prefer a peaceful one at the moment, even though I haven't yet done the violent one. Oh, here. Oh, that looks like a bridge. Might be able to get. Alright, so we have smelting, which is coming off the mining. This is standard stuff for the Age of Iron. Horses, which will upgrade or create a new cavalry unit, upgrade the chariots. It also adds influence to all regions, which would help them to grow. That's not a bad thing at all. Construction gives us stone walls instead of the wooden palisade walls. And also gives us the catapult and the Brireme unit, as well as stone towers, which I think is an upgraded version of the lookout, but it might not be. That's probably what I'll do first. That's what I usually do first. Storytelling gives us knowledge and converts paper to poems, but I don't know how to get paper. Quests will have additional reward choices. Okay. And the Hall of Heroes building, which gives us knowledge and exploration. That's not bad. Glory, which will increase the number of towns a region can support. Gives us Lodge, which is a better house. This will turn flour into bread. This gives us some influence and some culture. The mausoleum. Nice. And then this gives us sanitation, which we will need. That's the next need of the city. An oracle. Spawn a hero at a target capital. So we can get more of those. Okay. Gives us arts, HP, and culture, and this would give us culture when worked. It's an offering shrine improvement. And spirituality, which gives us an artist, a crafter, which turns logs into charms, which is wealth, and would turn some of the stuff we could mine into talismans. Still sort of inclined to get this, but I'm not going to wait to attack for 16 turns, so actually I kind of think Glory should be done first. Glory or the Hall of Heroes. I'm going to do Glory first. And end my turn. Put this one here. It's going to be in place to do the quest next turn. Now, unfortunately, this does not work for sieging the way it would an enemy capital, but I am going to have to get shipbuilding to get to this peaceful encampment. Darn, but here you can see gold has been found there. There's another peaceful encampment. We'll see if the Chinese go for that, if they're able to. And I have here, so we can upgrade immediately our stockpile to a granary that takes 16 turns, but I'm going to get crane because that gives me an improvement point. Okay, so lookout does go to stone towers. That is an improvement there. And the last thing I'm going to do here today before I head out is I'm going to build a forester here and build a saw pit here. And that's pretty much all I can do. We can't seem to grow any at all so far, but that will help me out. You can see already the crane's gone from 6 turns to 4 turns. But I've been Taco Baller Gaming. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please do like, please comment, please do subscribe. I will see you next time.